We're seeing a lot of bearish pressure in the market, and Cardano is no exception, but we could see a little bit of a move up before anything big happens. Let me show you what's going on. How's it going, everyone? My name is Jake with Trade Confident. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about ADA Cardano. Now, there's no news or anything like that. I'm just going to be diving straight into technical analysis and giving you my thoughts on trading patterns, indicators, and general market pressures. Let's get started. Right now, I'm looking at ADA USD on the TC top and bottom finder metric on the TradeConfident.io website. Now, these metrics and many more benefits can be accessed in the membership link below. So if you want to learn more, click that link and check it out. This chart was last updated this morning on December 6th. And as you can see right here, we actually got a sell signal with a continued move down right on time after that sell signal. There's no big red bars or anything like that on the TC market reversal chart, but as you can see right here, it is pointing upwards. This shows that we are more likely to see a move down, although it's not really official, like an official call, until we see a big red bar like this. The sell signal as of right now was enough though, and we're seeing a move down here as we bounce off of the blue midline as a structure resistance. Because we're below the blue midline, this means we are generally in a downtrend, though we are beginning to level out here. Now, these metrics are on the 1-day time frame here. Let's take a look at the 4-hour. Again, Cardano USD 4-hour time frame. I'm looking at the TC top and bottom finder, trend exhaustion and price versus money flow metrics. The TC top and bottom finder is set to a signal strength of 10. On the chart itself, we have a rising wedge pattern along with a structure resistance at 32 cents and two structure supports at 31 cents and 30 cents. Let's talk about the rising wedge pattern first. Now, a rising wedge is a bearish continuation pattern. As you can see, this started with a downtrend, and bearish continuation just means that since it started with a downtrend here, a bearish move, it'll end with a downtrend as well, which would be a bearish move too. A rising wedge pattern starts again with a downward trend and then continues on in the pattern with a rising support and a rising resistance. Now, this is the difference between a wedge pattern and a triangle pattern. A wedge pattern will see both converging trend lines. Converging just means that at some point these lines will intersect in the future. You can see they're not parallel. They will touch each other at one point. So two converging trend lines moving in either both ascending or both descending. In this case, it's a rising or ascending wedge. So both the support structure and the resistance structure are rising. They are ascending and they are converging. This makes this an ascending wedge pattern. We have a horizontal resistance at 32 cents and a horizontal support at 31 cents and a horizontal support at 30 cents. Now, these horizontal structure supports and resistances are indicated by multiple touches in the same area. And by touch, I mean a bounce off. You will see sometimes where it does continue through. This is considered a breakout. But you can see this current resistance structure is hitting multiple points where it bounced off. You can see it bounce, bounce. It cut through right here, but there is a little bit of a continuation right here. Bounce, 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 bounce. A little bit of a bounce right here, a little bit of consolidation right here. But overall, there's a lot of structures that bounce or ride this resistance pattern. Same thing happens with this structure support. We got a bounce right here, bounce right here, bounce over and over again, and the same goes down here. This is actually the lowest structure support that we have on the chart currently. Now, structure resistance simply means that the structure is above the current price line and it is likely to bounce down off of it. Structure support means it is below this price structure and likely to bounce up off of it. Now, charting patterns are really, really important, but trading with indicators, getting confluence between indicators and charting patterns will make you an insanely good trader. I highly recommend these indicators. These are the ones that I use on a daily basis to make predictions. Now, if you want to get access to them, the links are in the description. So we have our charting patterns. Let's talk about the indicators. The trend exhaustion is extremely low on its chart. It is in the bottom red section. This shows that we have a high chance of moving back up soon. However, the price versus money flow is in its middle area. It's at a value of about 56. Now, above 70 is where we're expecting a move down. Below 30 is where we're expecting a move up. Because it's in the middle, it feels a little indecisive, and this essentially means that we could move a little bit in either direction. So this means the trend exhaustion is expecting a move up, and this is supported by the rising structure support on the rising wedge pattern. The price versus money flow is in the middle and could see a little bit of a move up, and this supports moving up to a structure resistance at 32 cents. This is where I was talking about earlier that we could see a general move up in the very short term, but it would be very short-lived. Over here, you can also see the S&P 500, the Dow Jones, and the NASDAQ are all posting negative values. This means the general stock market is moving down. Where the stock market goes, Bitcoin goes, and where Bitcoin goes, the rest of the crypto market goes with it. You can see a lot of red right now in the crypto market, especially after there's red in the stock market. We do see this on the current red candle for Cardano ADA, but in this pattern, we could see a little bit of a move up, and this is simply, again, because the trend exhaustion and price versus well money flow are low or in the middle of their charts. On the trend exhaustion and price versus well money flow, we can generally expect a move to happen within 1 to 6 candles. On the 4-hour time frame, this means within 24 hours, we're likely to see this move up begin. On the 1-day time frame, however, the trend exhaustion is actually high. It's in its inner red section, which means we see a chance of a move down. And the price versus well money flow is still in the middle, but actually ticking down instead of up like it is on the 4-hour time frame. Again, within 1 to 6 candles on the 1-day time frame, this means 1 to 6 days, we're actually more likely to see a move down. Because the value is high while we're at a structure support, this means we're likely to actually break out of the structure support within 1 to 6 days. The way this can be interpreted between time frames is within the next 24 hours, we may see a move up. It'll take probably a day or two to actually reach up to this top point, but this is a really, really strong structure resistance. You can see we have 3 separate sell signals on this structure resistance. There's tons of touches. I don't expect the price to break up above this, especially with a lot of bearish pressure in the market. I think we're going to move up to the structure resistance at 32 cents, and I think we're going to bounce back down, and at that point, I think is where we're going to break down outside of this rising wedge pattern. We can use structure supports as price predictions for the next move after it breaks down. 30.85 cents here is a great structure support, multiple touches here. If we do break down after 30.85 cents, 30 cents even will be the next structure support that we have to look towards. This will take a little bit stronger of a move down. It'll take a lot more trading volume, but it is in the cards. I think it's very possible we could see 30 cents very, very soon. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I just wanted to give my perspective on Cardano ADA through this kind of general red market today. The stock market is moving down, bringing Bitcoin and the rest of the crypto market down with it, and ADA is no exception. However, we are seeing a little bit of bullish pressure, which could bring ADA to 32 cents, but I think it's going to bounce off of a really, really strong structure resistance and continue and break out of that rising wedge pattern downwards, completing the rising wedge, the bearish continuation pattern there. I think it could bring us to between 30.85 cents and 30 cents even once that move down happens. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more crypto content, education, and analysis every single weekday. With that, trade safe, trade confident, and I'll see you in the next video.